When a marriage is breaking, it rarely shatters all at once. It cracks, slowly, silently, through unspoken words, repeated hurts, and years of emotional distance. But what if the story doesn't have to end there? What if this is where the love begins again? Welcome back to Love Tales by MasQuad, where we turn the hardest parts of love into the deepest lessons of life. To our returning subscribers, you're the reason this channel grows. We appreciate every like, share, and comment. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join a community where love is redefined with wisdom. Join me as I dive into the challenge of trying to save a marriage or relationship that's hanging by a tiny thread. Marriage is a beautiful journey, but it's no secret that it can be tough. With divorce rates on the rise, it's clear that many couples are struggling to keep their relationships afloat. In this video, you will discover raw truths about saving a marriage when everything seems lost. You're going to discover practical wisdom to rebuild trust, reignite intimacy, and repair deep wounds. You're also going to find out why the final truth is the most crucial. Stay with us till the end. Here is today's story. The story of Tunde and Kemi. They had been married 9 years. At first, they were inseparable, lovers, best friends, dreamers. But over time, the dream faded. Work, parenting, pressures, and then the silence. Tunde stopped sharing his struggles. Kemi felt unseen, unheard. Arguments turned into avoidance. Kemi would sleep facing the wall. Tunde started staying late at work, not because he was cheating, but because he felt safer in traffic than in his own home. Then came the breaking point, a single sentence from Kemi after a fight. "Maybe we made a mistake." That sentence shattered him. But here's the miracle. They didn't walk away. They paused. They faced it. And they chose to rebuild, not with blind optimism, but with brutal honesty. These issues can be overwhelming, but they're not insurmountable. Couples need to prioritize communication, making time to talk and really listen to each other. Financial stress can be managed with budgeting and compromise. And finding common goals, even if they're not identical, can help keep the relationship on track. It's about finding ways to work together, rather than against each other. At some point, Kemi actually wanted a divorce, but on her second thought, divorce isn't just two people walking away. It's two families breaking. It's children wondering if love is ever permanent. It's waking up in an empty house that used to echo with laughter, and now just holds echoes of regret. In their attempt to get divorced, Tunde thought about what it would do to their kids. Their 6-year-old son had started drawing pictures of their home, with only one parent in it. Their daughter, barely 9, once whispered, "Will I still get to see Daddy if you two stop loving each other?" And that was the moment the real pain hit. Because divorce doesn't just end the marriage. It plants questions in the minds of children who never asked for the war. You may think walking away will give you peace, but sometimes what it really gives you is a life full of unfinished healing and recycled pain. Yes, some marriages need to end, but some don't need a courtroom. They need a conversation. Marriages face a multitude of challenges. Communication breakdowns are often at the top of the list. When couples stop talking, or rather, stop listening, it can create a chasm that's hard to bridge. Financial stress is another major culprit, causing tension and anxiety that can seep into every aspect of a relationship. Differing life goals can also drive a wedge between partners, making it difficult to find common ground. And let's not forget the everyday annoyances that can add up over time. Statistics show that nearly half of all marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't mean it's inevitable. Many couples have overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges and come out stronger on the other side. Take, for example, the story of a couple who was on the brink of divorce, but decided to take a step back and reevaluate their priorities. They started by scheduling regular date nights and making a conscious effort to communicate more effectively. 5 key lessons and truths. 1. It's not the conflict, it's the avoidance. Ignoring issues doesn't save peace. It buries resentment. Say things like, "This hurts me, and I need us to fix it together." Many couples think that avoiding arguments means they're doing okay. But silence isn't peace. It's a warning sign. When one person suppresses their pain to avoid conflict, that pain doesn't disappear. It builds. And over time, it turns into quiet bitterness. Resentment is slow and silent, but it erodes the very foundation of love. Healthy marriages are not built on avoiding fights. They're built on learning how to fight right. Talk early. Talk gently. Talk honestly. Because a 5-minute uncomfortable conversation can save you from 5 years of emotional distance. Example: when Tunde kept avoiding hard conversations with Kemi, she stopped sharing how she felt. It wasn't until he said, "I know we've both been hurting. Let's fix this together," that she felt safe to open up again. 2. Trust is not rebuilt through apologies alone. Let "I'm sorry" become "I've changed." Apologies are a good start, but without change, they become background noise. If your partner keeps hearing "I'm sorry" for the same action, they stop believing the words. Trust is a pattern. It's consistency. It's the daily choices you make even when no one's watching. Trust doesn't just heal with flowers and dinners. It heals when they see you choosing the relationship when it's inconvenient. Kemi told Tunde, "I don't need another sorry. I need to see that you understand how your absence made me feel." That day, he didn't just apologize. He came home early for the first time in months. He stayed present. That's when the healing began. 3. Emotional safety must be reestablished. Emotional safety is the soil where love regrows. Without emotional safety, love becomes a performance, where both people are afraid to be fully seen. When someone feels like they'll be mocked, judged, ignored, or misunderstood for expressing how they feel, they start hiding. And the moment vulnerability dies, intimacy dies with it. Creating emotional safety means your partner knows, "My pain will be heard, not weaponized. My emotions will be held, not criticized. My fears will be protected, not punished." Example: Tunde told Kemi, "Even if you cry, even if you scream, I'll sit here and listen. You're safe with me." And that created the very space she needed to soften again. There's a recent video on this channel titled "Emotional Safety in Relationships." If you haven't watched it, you can go and watch it after this video. 4. You can't heal as enemies. Victory is not when one person is right. It's when both are healed. Too many couples become lawyers instead of lovers. They argue to win, not to understand. They defend instead of connect. But marriage isn't a courtroom. Healing only begins when you stop being opponents and start being teammates again. Start saying "us" more than "me." It's not her issue or his mistake. It's our healing. It's our marriage, our journey, our chance to get it right, our children. Example: when Kemi said, "You always ignore me," Tunde didn't defend himself. He replied, "I didn't realize I made you feel that way. Let's fix it together." And that small shift, from blame to bonding, made all the difference. 5. Rebuilding is slow but sacred. One vulnerable conversation, one unexpected hug, one night holding each other in silence. That's love. Being reborn. Rebuilding a marriage or a relationship after betrayal or deep wounds is not a race. It's a pilgrimage. A long, slow, sacred journey back to each other. Don't expect grand transformations overnight. Expect tiny, meaningful moments where you both choose each other again and again and again. It's the way he says, "I'm here," without words. It's the way she touches your hand during It's the quiet decision to stay, even when leaving might be easier. Rebuilding isn't dramatic. It's daily. And if both of you are still willing to show up, there is so much to still be built. This pivotal moment of Tunde and Kemi's decision to consider rebuilding rather than divorce marked a turning point in their relationship. They began to reconnect, and slowly but surely, their love for each other grew stronger. It's a testament to the fact that it's never too late to make a change and work towards a healthier, happier marriage. By making small changes and being committed to the relationship, couples can overcome even the toughest challenges. Remember, when the children are involved, it's much catastrophic than you might think. In conclusion, while marriages face many challenges, there are always paths to reconciliation and improvement. By acknowledging the issues, communicating effectively, and prioritizing the relationship, couples can work through their problems and come out stronger. If you've been through a similar experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're looking for more relationship tips, be sure to check out our previous episodes and watch out for our next video on how to strengthen your relationship. Final words. To everyone watching this, if your marriage is in crisis, don't panic. Pause. Breathe. Begin again. Don't just focus on the pain. Ask, what is this pain trying to teach us? You are not alone. And this journey, while hard, could be the most beautiful chapter yet. If you found value from this video, smash that like button, share with someone going through it, and subscribe for more deep conversations. And if you haven't seen our last episode on trust issues in relationships, check it out. It connects powerfully to this conversation. See you there. I am MasQuad.